On this channel, $1 Million Made Easy, we love to run numbers for people, and we use the numbers for the S&P 500 for the last 100 years. I just had this request. Somebody said on a $2.55 million portfolio, just want to make sure all my numbers are right. We're going to give a 3% COLA. We'll look at 2% also. And he said he wanted to run several different numbers. He said the minimum of 8,300 a month. So I'm just going to use 80. I do in increments of 250. So this would be the 4% rule basically, 8,250. And we want to see where an individual be withdrawing $8,250 a month, going up by 3% a year, a COLA, where they might be. And we're going to look at every single year for the last 100 years, see how many years this wouldn't have worked too well. And as we've seen in other videos, usually 1929 and 1930 are kind of problematic. But as you can see right here, this is a number of years you run out of money. In the last 100 years, 2 times and 3 times in 30 years. So 1928, you would have had 810 left, but by the time you got to the next year, next decade, you would have run out of money. So let's see a couple other things. And let's just run a 70-30 split for assets. In other words, 70% stay in the S&P 500 because you want the gain from that. So let's see how that might make a difference. Update this. See if it changes at all. Yeah, you wouldn't run out of money at all in the last 100 years. Here's the graph, by the way. Never run out of money. In fact, it'd just be going, this is 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. Let's do a couple other things. Let's I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to up this a little bit, this percentage. He also wanted to know about 5%. And again, I'm just guessing at the 5% because I didn't take the calculator to check it out. Okay, this would be 5.04%. That'd be 10,500 a month. Got everything reset. I'm leaving it at the 3. I left at 3% COLA. I probably shouldn't too, but the money didn't run out. So let's see, taking out, instead of 4%, we're going to take out 5%. He wanted me around 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we're going to have 4 times your amount of money. You do a 70-30 split. Update. And still didn't make any difference whether it had any money in the cash reserve or not, though you would want to, because when the market's going down, again, we've explained this in other videos, you want the money, this 10,500, you don't want it coming out of this. You want it coming out of this over here. Let's continue going through here. Oh, one other thing, when the market's going down and you see you might be running out of money, you wouldn't want to take a COLA then, so I'm going to change this to no. What that means is the years the market's going down, you're not going to take a COLA from the previous year. See this stayed at 10,500. When the market's going up, then it would go up the next year because it's always based on what previously year. So this is starting to go up, but those initial down years, because they were so horrible, you're not taking any money out. But still, in this case, you're going to run out 5%. You're going to run out. And remember, with the 4% rule, you didn't run out when you had a 70-30 asset. But let's continue on. He wants to do 6%. Again, I'm just guessing here. Okay, that's exactly 6%. 12,500. Let's update this. We're going to start seeing more and more years where you're running out of money because you're raising the amount you've taken out. We're up to 6 years now. Here's the withdrawal. You can see some 3 there and 3 there. Those are the usually ones you see running out because, again, if you remember, we had 3 down years and we had 4 down years here. Usually you're okay if you just have 1 down year, you're okay. Even if you have 2 years down years, you might be okay because look at how the market came back after 73, 74 going down. It was up 37, up 23, up 18, up 32, down a little bit. You know, had a really good decade after that. So you usually don't have to run it for 1973 and 74. And it would show you in this column, it would also show you in the graph right here, 73 and 74 were a problem, and they weren't. Let's continue going on here. You want me to run 7%? Again, I'm guessing maybe 15. 14,750. Let's update that. Again, how many times we run out of money in the first 20 years? And this is the 30-year column. Okay, 14 times you'd run out of money with this scenario. Let's see if a 2% COLA makes a whole lot of difference. We're still doing the 70-30 split. I'll show you what I mean. If you leave it all in the S&P 500, nobody would do that because you're just going to run out of money so fast. So 70-30 split. And what did I just, oh, I was going to do a 2% COLA. Right now it's 14 times you run out of money in the last 100 years, in the first 20 years. Just make much difference. Oh, yeah, it's down to 8 times. How about 1% COLA? I hate to do that because you're already not taking a COLA in the down years. And if you're down to 1% COLA and you're planning on this kind of withdrawal, but 7 times. So the 2% and the 1% didn't make any difference. It would make a difference when you're trying to live on that, though, getting your COLA each year. Okay, we got to go up to one more time, 8%, and that's when I think you're going to really see. Okay, it'd be 16,750. I'll leave it at the 3% COLA. Again, we're running a lot of numbers for this individual, but I thought it was interesting just to see how different. Okay, 28 times. See that 8% rule that I know we talked about Dave Ramsey a lot, but that 8% rule, is this really problematic when you get up that high? No matter what numbers, we're just talking about relative terms. When you go to 8%, that's when you really run into problems. That's when you have a whole lot of times running out of money. See how many times back around this 1965 along in there you run, and then this stretch right here. You're just running out of money. It's not very good, historically speaking, to be doing that 8%. But these are the numbers he wanted me to run. I love running numbers for people. This channel's set up to run numbers for anybody. You just put the numbers you want me to run in the comment section. I will run them. Please like the video. Please consider subscribing. Please share this with friends. Anybody can use this for their financial planning, and we'll run whatever numbers you want. Thanks for watching.